Hi there, I'm Matthew Lester from the Rhodes Business School. At this time of year, there are a lot of graduates out there who are very worried. What are they going to do next year? Are they going to study further? Are they going to get a job? Are they going to start their own businesses? There's quite a lot of confusion, and our universities don't do enough to try and explain what the alternatives are. Here is a man who sold a lot of glasses. He sold some other things too. But he'll be remembered for one simple line: love what you do. And when one looks at your career, one has to say that when we say graduate, start working, start a family, one day you'll retire and then you die, that can be a pretty depressing prospect. So we have to look at it in a lot more detail, remembering the famous lines of Steve Jobs. So we go like this: you've got a bachelor's degree. The traditional way that we've always gone about it is to say, if you want to take your academic studies further, you'll do an honors year, then you'll do a master's, and if you're a real nerd, you're going to do a PhD. But that is keeping within your same line of study. And it's a very depressing prospect for some that if they want to diversify, they think that they've got to start all over again at stage one. Go and play with the first years. Well, we don't want to do that. We're wanting to look at other prospects. So we've got to start asking ourselves some questions. And question one is coming straight from Steve Jobs. Do you love what you do? And if the answer is yes, proceed with what you are doing. There's nothing that can beat that. The important issue is, if the answer is no, you're not committed to what you're doing, for goodness sake, go and find something else to do. We have to love what we are doing, or the energy is just not going to be there to make a success of it. So we continue. But doing something else doesn't mean that you have to stop studying or start again. And this is where business schools can be very useful in pursuing an academic career along another course. So let's look at it. You've got that career option, the formal one that we've always had. Now we say, who are you? Are you an entrepreneur or an intrapreneur? Now, intrapreneur doesn't even appear in your spell check on Word. It's a new word that's flying around there that not many people understand. We must explain that first. We say, entrepreneurs believe that the worst thing that you can have in life is a job. Intrapreneurs believe that the best thing that you can have in life is a job. So basically what you're saying is entrepreneurs want to own their own businesses and intrapreneurs want to get a job within the formal sector. So we carry on and we say, what does your economy look like? We have those who work in the formal sector. They are the intrapreneurs. The entrepreneurs are those in the missing middle of South Africa where we are trying to grow small businesses bigger and into the formal sector. Or they are the survivalist businesses, which are new business ideas which are trying to grow into being entrepreneurs. Now, when you look at a business school, what it is trying to do is to create a career option where we can assist those who are in survivalist business to become entrepreneurs, and ultimately to make entrepreneurs into big businesses that can make a meaningful contribution to the economy. So again, we go back to this career profile and we say, right, if you are wanting to be an entrepreneur, you must look for a postgraduate course that will fit that. And that is the postgraduate diploma in entrepreneurial management, and it is done on a full-time basis in the 4th year. You complete that study and you go off and start your business. Maybe later in your career, you will return to complete the famous MBA. So, a PDEM is designed as a 4th year course to replace an honors degree or a professional bachelor's degree. It's a chance to change bus. The course runs out as follows. If one academic credit equals 10 hours commitment, a PDEM is 120 credits or 1,200 hours of commitment across a year. Rhodes' PDEM runs out as follows. We develop an entrepreneurial approach to business, we enhance general management ability, and we seek to deepen and update business knowledge, understanding, and practices. We do this on a pinwheel. We start with a course on entrepreneurship, followed by business consulting. Then we have a look at business modeling, followed by the strategic marketing and finding clients for your business, followed by people management. Then comes the last couple of credits, sustainability, how your business fits into the world today, and financial management. That takes up 70% of the course. You are also required to do an action research-based project. That's where you go out and get your hands dirty in the field of business, and you try and take all of those skills and put them into a little business project and report back to an assessment committee. That will take you a year to complete, and then you are ready to go out there and start a career as an entrepreneur. So true entrepreneurs do not have the time to study while they are running their businesses. The best idea is to study first, then start a business, and if you really like it, you can possibly return to your MBA later. True entrepreneurs seldom do. MBAs, on the other hand, are designed principally for entrepreneurs. They are wanting to make a career from the start within big business and are looking to use MBAs and other qualifications to catapult their career. So, let's look at fast-track admission to an MBA. In years gone by, basically anybody could get onto an MBA program. It was up to you. But the Department of Higher Education has now put a framework around this, which you've got to know and understand. Right, if you have a 4-year professional degree or an honours or anything above that, you are at NQF level or above. Then you just have to have some work experience and you are onto an MBA program. That's quite simple. But a lot of people only have a bachelor's degree at NQF level 7. Now, what do? Do they stay in their existing line of study, or do they start at the end of their bachelor's degree moving towards the business qualifications? And this is where we have a specially designed course as a pre-runner to the MBA program. That is, again, a postgraduate diploma in entrepreneurial management, but it is done on a part-time basis in 1 year. The idea is you get your degree, you go out there and you get your job, and you start working on your PDEM on a part-time basis while you are employed. After 1 year, you bank your PDEM. So let's have a look at what a part-time year for PDEM students on the entrepreneur route looks like. You go out and get a job. You return to the university for a first teaching block of about a week in January. That's where you're going to look at entrepreneurship and financial management. Then block 2 comes along in about July, where you will be looking at sustainability and marketing. Then block 3 is where you look at business modeling and people management, and then the final block is towards the end of the year, where one looks at business consulting. It's not a particularly heavy qualification. The important thing about it is that you're on the bus towards an MBA. You might well find that part-time study is not for you, that an MBA is not for you, but you haven't made that extreme commitment to get onto one of the higher level programs. So it's in fact a breather year. The admission requirements are a degree at NQF level 7, competence in using computers, and that you can provide your own computer. And to get on the course, all you need is a completed application to the Rhodes Business School, another application to the university, and then certified copies of your degrees or certificates. Right, so there you have it. You can't just walk onto an MBA program with no previous qualifications. But there is now a formal procedure in place which says, here's a different way of getting onto an MBA program, and it can commence almost as soon as you leave university. For Rhodes graduates, this is a splendid idea. You can return to university 4 times a year, you can keep in touch with your university and friends, and you can start pursuing a career as an entrepreneur. We will deal with more with what is in the MBA program in the next video.